Hello everyone. So in this tutorial, we are going to see how can we create a simple basic layout for any corporate website. So you can see a sample website here, which is designed in Bootstrap. So here it has a nav bar. There's a hero section, which displays an image on the side and some content here. And then there is services section, which basically has a slideshow in it. You can change it manually with the indicators here. So this we are going to do with the help of Bootstrap. And then there's a section for facilities. For now, it's just dummy content. You can always modify it according to the need which you have. And then there's a contact section. So again, some details here for address, phone, and all. So how can we implement all this is what we're going to see now. So first thing, when you have to create a web page, is you require an IDE. IDE is nothing but a software integrated development environment. So in our case, we are going to use VS Code. If you want to use anything else, you can go with that. So we are using VS Code. If you don't have it installed, just go to any browser and search for VS Code download. There's the documentation for that. Go here. And then, so according to the OS operating system which you have, you select it. So if you have Windows, then you just go here and then you have to install. Then if you have Mac OS, just click on this and then install. So that's it. There's nothing much to do here. So this will install VS Code. Next thing is since we are going to load our web pages on browser, we require a local server as well. For adding that, go to this, which is an extensions bar, and search for live server. Okay, so as you can see, the first one, which is a, this is what we need for rendering our web pages on the browser. So initially, if it's not done, you will see an install button. Once done, this is how it will look. So to check if it's successfully installed or not, you can just go and check here. So this will be shown once live server is installed. So this is what we need, very simple. Next thing is we need to have a project folder. So since a web page will be having multiple files, multiple web pages, first thing is we'll create a folder for that. So I'll just create it on my desktop, a new folder by name, maybe Bootstrap. So now that folder, I need to add it in my IDE. So I'll just go to this file, add folder to workspace. So our folder is in desktop itself and the file name is Bootstrap. So just click on add and you see Bootstrap folder is added. Next thing is we need to create a HTML file. So two ways are there. Either you just right click and click on new file, or you just select and click on this icon. Give a name to your file. So maybe I will give company. And since it will be a HTML page. Without HTML, you cannot create a web page. So .html extension is also required. So just do this. Okay. And now the thing is HTML has its own structure which needs to be followed. So for generating that barebone template, VS Code provides us with a shortcut. So all you need to do is just type Shift+1. It will give an exclamation mark and then press tab. So as soon as you do this, you'll get a barebone template having all HTML tag, doc type tag, head tag, which basically describes metadata of your web page. Body tag is something which will store all the content. So title will make it maybe corporate website. And in the body for now, we'll just display H1 hello. Okay. Now to check how is it getting rendered on our web page, so I'll just click on right click and open with live server. So this is how our web page looks now. So instead of just displaying text, we'll have our actual components ready. So I'll remove this H1 for now. Now, if we go and check our template, first thing is we require a nav bar. Okay, so for having this nav bar, so since we are designing everything in Bootstrap, let us first go to Bootstrap website. So getbootstrap.com is the URL for this. And here So first thing is, before using Bootstrap classes, there are two ways we need to include the CSS. Multiple ways are there, but what we are going to use is we'll just include the CDN for now. So you'll see two CDNs. One is this link tag. I'll just copy and paste it in my head tag. And next is the script tag. So this will require for nothing as of now. We have seen is we require a navbar. So Bootstrap, as one of its features, it provides us with predefined components. So here you go, and then just with the logo is one. So we will use this one, which is very pretty much similar to what we require. So I'll just copy this, and in my body tag, first I'll add a comment navbar, and I'll simply paste it. Go and check our web page. So we got our navbar, but the thing is, I don't want my navbar to start from the very corner. So you'll see this container fluid class will change it to container. What container class will do is, according to the screen size, it will adjust some width. So it will not take the whole width screen, rather something around 700 pixels for the screen size. So we got the navbar, but the thing is, it's in a black color background. So I don't want this to be in gray. We'll change it to black. So instead of VG body black, make it VG black. So background is black now, but text is gone. So for text, we need to make it white. So for all the anchor tags. So because anchor tag, if I directly provide here text white, it won't make the difference because anchor tags needs to be given the style there itself. So what I'll do for all the anchor tags, so again, I'm using one more shortcut. So here I want, and I'll hold the Alt key, and wherever I want to provide, I'll just click there. So here, and I think that's it. And here I'll provide text white. Now that's done. So all the elements are visible. Now instead of navbar, we'll make it display company. And then we have this name also, which is in yellow color. So using span, we will add so that it comes on the same line. And to this span, because it's in yellow color, we'll give it a class text warning, and it should display name. So this is how we got. The next thing is we require a hero section. So for this hero section, I'll just close this. So your indentation needs to be proper for this to work. So make sure you're following correct formats. And then next is a hero section. So I will take a section tag for this. Okay. Next thing is I want this background color. So what I will do is this background color is not directly supported in Bootstrap. So if you go and search for colors, so let me just try with text body emphasis, not this background actually. So the thing is, the color which I want is not supported in Bootstrap, so I would require an external website. So for now, I can just check from developer tools. So this way you can also check the website. So if you check here, this is the background color being applied. So I'll just copy this color code, and same thing will apply for our section tag. So inline styling, style background color equals this. So I have provided, but since there's no content, you can't see. So we'll add a container class inside this. Next thing is, if you see, we actually have two elements. So this is one element and this image is second element. So we need to wrap it up in one parent container. So we'll use row here, which is grids basically, and then two child elements. So first child is something which is having some text in it. So div, and second div, which is having some image inside that. So img tag. So inside this div, let me just make it side by side. First thing is we require all this content. The first is this the best. So I'll take a P tag only. So it's in yellow color. So P text warning. Again, a shortcut. I'll display the best. And then, so this welcome to our company is slightly bigger. So we'll go with a heading tag for that, maybe H2. And then it's in white color. So text white. Oh, text white. And it should display this welcome to our company. This is what we'll give. And then again, some dummy content. So I'll just take a P tag. And since it's in gray color, we'll give a class text secondary, which is the class for gray color to the text. And here I'll provide this. And then we have a button. So I'll give a button tag, which displays contact us. And since yellow color is there, for button we have classes, class equals BTN and BTN warning. So for now, let's just go and check. This is how our content looks for now. So I think heading we can increase a little. Instead of H2, we can make H1. So totally your choice. Next thing is we have this image being displayed. So one child element, second child element. So inside my image source, I'll just directly take this image address. Or if you want, you can go and search for any other image. So our image got rendered, but the thing is it's very large for now. So first thing what we will do is we'll specify the columns, how many columns it should take. Oh, I need to give it in a div. So class, I'll give it half of the screen space. So I'll give it 6 grids, and then this one I'll make it 6. So half of I'll divide it, column 6. Okay, but the thing is it's very large. So I need to size it a little. So width, I'll make maybe 400 pixels. Four hundred is still large. I'll make it 300, and 350 would be good. So yeah, that's it. And next is it's having slightly rounded borders. So I'll give a class to the image showing rounded, so that this one also get a little smoothen edges. So on top and bottom of this parent container, I'll give it some padding, py the largest 5. Okay. Next thing is this content is actually starting on the start, which I wanted to be in the center according to the image. So you can either go with MY Auto, or if you're using Flex, you can use item center there. So I don't want it to have half of the screen. So instead of 6, I'll make it maybe 4 grids. Yeah. So this is our hero section done. Next is the services. So I'll create a next section. Basically services section. So to my section tag, I'll already give a container tag. Why I'm giving container center and services. So we got the heading. I think on top and bottom we can give a slide padding py2. more. PY4 would be good. Okay, so that's fine. Next thing is we require this carousel. So carousel also predefined component is there. Just go and search for carousel. And here also you'll see different variants of this. So what we are using is actually with the captions. So I'll go and search for the captions we are using. Copy the code, add it here. Okay. Now images are empty, so we need to provide the image path for them. So I'll and then third one. So this is how it's getting displayed, exactly how it wanted. Only thing is the labels, we need to change it here. So that we can change, you can just check it from here. Whatever you want to add, you can change the caption. So our carousel is done here. Next thing is we require this facilities section. So this background is actually same as how we have given for this one. So same thing we'll do here. So this is facilities section, and I'll copy this tag itself because it's very same to what we want. And once done, we'll give a container class. So I'm giving container class inside so that my background color will cover the entire width screen. Now next thing is this heading is required. So we'll give H1 in text center, and we'll give it some padding too on y-axis, which displays facilities. Go and check. So we got this, but color we need to make it white. So directly in the parent element, I'll give text white. So facilities displayed. Now next thing is we require this. So first we'll design one box that we can just copy for others. So I'll take one div. So it is actually having a border, white border. So I'll give a class border and border white, and it's slightly rounded, so rounded property. And inside the border, you have some space, which is nothing but the padding. So we'll give some padding as well, P4. Let us check how it will look for first. Okay. Anyways, we need to add the content yet. So facility one looks like a heading. So inside this, maybe we'll go with H2. So facility one, and next to this we'll have a paragraph of some short characters. So this is a shortcut, lorem, and then type the words how many you want, and then press tab. It will generate that many dummy words for you. And then there's a button. So this kind of button is called outline. So button, I'll give a class btn outline secondary, since it's a gray color button, and it displays no more. So just go and check. For now we have only one. So yeah, that's fine. This, all the things are in center as well. So to the parent, we'll give it text center. So now one card is done, but the thing is we actually have 6 cards. So actually facility one, I think we'll make it H4 instead, because H2 is looking very large. Okay, that's fine. So I'll just copy this onto thrice I have copied. They appear one after one for now, but we want it on same line. So what we can do here is, I'll take a parent section which will have a class row. Okay, again we are using grids here because we need to display them on same line. So all this three on same line. Now if you go and check, okay, so we have not given column class yet. So to each card, we will do that. So column, so I'll divide in the form of three grids. So you got it. And to each card to be separated from one another, I'll give it some margin also. So maybe MX4. Yeah, I think it looks fine. This thing I want it in center as well. So here you can give justify content center. Okay, so you got it. Next, the same thing you can copy out. And then you just update the content, whatever is there. So just to differentiate, we can use gap class also, but for now I'm going with margin. So this is how it is done. Same way for this class also, I'll give MB4 so that after this also we get this, not MB, we'll give it PB so that background color also continues. Okay. Next thing is, okay, so between these two, we don't have any space. So in our section tag, I'll give class margin top maybe 5. Okay, so we got a separation now. So up to here it is done. Next, we require this contact section. So same here also, 2 grids. So I'll just take a footer tag. So this will also have a container class and a row class because divided in the form of 2 grids. So first grid is an image. So div of 6 grids, which will be an image. So we'll just copy the image address from here. Next is the contact details, whatever we are adding. So this I'll keep it in one div. So this div displays the contact us first. So I think I'll give it in H2 and text primary emphasis for that dark color. Contact us. So if you just go and check now. Okay, so image is very large. We need to give it some width and height. Width of 400 pixels. Not 400, maybe 500. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Now this should come on site. So where is it missing? Yeah, so we have not given how many grids it should take. So it should take columns 6 grids, half of the screen size. So there it goes on the same line. So you can adjust it with the padding margin. And on bottom, I'll give it maybe 2. And then this, if you see, we are displaying an icon and then we are displaying this. So again, this is also a div. So I'll just take an example. So one div, suppose it is displaying address. Okay, so this also will use a flex class for this, dflex. And first div will have the icon. Okay, this icon which you are seeing. Then the second div, which will have these details, address and then this. So first is maybe I'll give H4, which displays address. And then next to this will be a P tag, some address. Maybe I'll just copy this itself. And then here we need an icon. So you can go and search, many websites are there. I'll go with hero icons. And search for a relevant word, something like map. Yeah, so we got this. I'll copy the SVG from this. So you see the icon first. uh, so copied, and now here I'll paste. Now if you go and check, so our icon is getting displayed, but color we need to give. So class, I'll remove these and I'll give text, not text, BG success. So So since icon was not visible, I've added the width property. So 40 pixels and you get this icon. So text color, I want to change it to white. So text white, and inside which I'll give some padding. So maybe P2. So, and I'll make the borders a little rounded. So rounded property. And between this icon and this one, I want some space. So I will give margin to the end side of maybe 4. 4 is a little large, so maybe 3 or 2 will look good. Yeah. So this is one. Same way you can add it for others. So maybe I'll just copy this 1, 2, 3. Same way you can change the icon, the number and all. And this is how it's getting displayed. Next, the last thing which you see here, the border. So we have a HR tag in HTML which displays a line like that. So we'll give a HR tag which actually stands for horizontal row. Say you get a row here which is displaying. Yeah, you get a row now, and then we have this copyright symbol. So this is a HTML entity. So for copyright symbol, the HTML entity is HTML entity for copyright. So two ways will be there, either numeric or this copy. So I'll go with the numeric one, copy. And after this, maybe something like company name. So if you go and check now, you'll see the copyright symbol and the company name. This whole thing I want in center. So to the footer tag, again, I'll give a class text center, and I'll increase its size, maybe like FS5. Yeah. So some padding also PY2. Yeah. So I think this one we can give a little space here after the contact. So I wanted to give a space here. That's it. So yeah, this is how we have implemented the same template. So this one also. So this will not be functional until and unless you include this script tag. So the script tag is required because it involves the use of JavaScript. So yeah, this is how we can implement a website in Bootstrap.